Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back outside of the Hansel and Gretel inspired cottage, and if you haven't checked out that build decoration video, I would highly recommend you go check that one out first. If you've already seen it, no worries, in the right place. I just wanted to show you how it looks with the snow. I think it looks absolutely perfect. It looks so much better in the snow than it did in the sort of winter grass. Also, I just thought I'd quickly change my outfit to sort of fit the vibe of the decorating, because the winter outfit wasn't the right thing. We are decorating the inside of Bo's house to be somewhat Hansel and Gretel gingerbread cottage inspired. So Bo's house beforehand is very sort of spring or summer related. It's, you know, lots of grass, lots of picnic type things. It's very cute, but it's not the interior we're going for. He's having a rather extravagant interior update. Hopefully he'll like it. I'm sure he will, since he loves snacks. Also, I spent about an hour trying to find out how I could get a hold of the chocolate walls, because I didn't have any unlocked in my Nooks catalogue, and I thought you needed the items to be catalogued to be able to use them when decorating your villager houses. So I spent a long time trying to do that, trying to find it anywhere or figure it out. No, didn't get them in the end, but when I was decorating, it turns out, no, you get them anyway. So I was delighted, but I was also rather annoyed because I'd wasted a lot of time, which I have completely cut out of this video, where I was just trying to unlock these wallpapers for no reason. I went and redecorated some villager homes in Happy Home Paradise, in hopes that they would give me the wallpaper as the prize afterwards, but they didn't. And yeah, I didn't need it anyway, so I guess that's okay. Since this is the interior of one of my villagers' houses, I try to include sort of the basic items, so a bed, somewhere they can cook and somewhere they can make DIYs. Otherwise it sort of just has to replace items for you when they're doing those activities, I guess. So yeah, I try and include all of those things, and obviously I wanted it to be sort of snack related, gingerbread house related, or at least as much as I could make it like that, or sort of like a warm cottage vibe. Somewhere quite enticing, but we try to keep it a bit tame, obviously. So yeah. I've also put these little stools down, the pink and white ones, and I think they look like marshmallows, so I love that. Maybe no one else will see it the same way, but I see them as marshmallows. I also try out a lot of different furniture items, and so I get out several beds, and I try lots of different things. I've tried to edit it down so that there's not loads of things that I place and then ultimately get rid of. I think it took me about 2 hours to do this interior decorating. I spend a long time making decisions on the smallest of things. But I do like that there's one of those designs from Sable? Yeah, Sable. And they are little donuts. So that worked really well. I didn't have to use a custom design slot or one that I already had. I do like that design. There's both the chocolate donuts and the sort of pink and colourful donuts. But I think not too bad for a Hansel and Gretel themed bedroom, basically. I did consider using like maybe one of the other themed beds, so like the egg basket, but I couldn't commit to using lots of Bunny Day items. We're all scarred from that. Also, again, because of the fact that I thought you had to catalogue items to be able to use them, I went and crafted a trees bounty arch because I knew I wanted to include that. But again, I don't think I had to have done that to have it in the build. I'm not sure how the rules work for the interior stuff. But yeah, it was just a bit of an odd one. It threw me off a bit. The wallpaper was, was a journey. For me personally, I think I find walls the hardest to decorate. I think ceiling is pretty basic because you don't have to worry about it too much. You can just chuck a couple of things up and that's good. Obviously on the floor you have like a limited amount of space and you want to be able to move around and you want it to look good. So you can kind of run with that. Whereas I find walls quite tricky to decorate. Though I'm not displeased with how this has come out. I'm usually quite bad and I like leave sort of one of the walls mostly empty, but I've tried to put like a few things on each of the walls here. Yeah, I don't know, it's not bad, right? I do like the use of the glow in the dark stickers. So I've obviously used some custom designs of the peppermint swirls and the shortbread, and I've sort of just chucked them up on the wall just to add some more food themed things. Again, the custom design codes for those are in my previous video in the description if you would like to check them out. I also wanted to include some photos of villagers that are obviously resembling food in some sort of way. So we've got a picture of meringue, tangy and ketchup. I don't really know, I just felt the walls were a bit bare, so including some food related villagers made sense to me. Yeah. I would love to know what items you think I've missed or what items you would have included instead. Obviously I wanted to include sort of as much food or food themed items as possible, but we are working with a very limited space. I feel like if I did this in Happy Home Paradise where you can change the size of the room, it would look quite different. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I like how it's going. I'm pleased with how it's going, and I'm pleased to have, you know, the chocolate themed floor and walls. But it does feel really cramped, and I want to make sure that Bo is able to sort of walk around as much of it as possible, but it's quite hard to do if I want to actually decorate it. So yeah, I would love to know what sort of items maybe you would have changed, what you'd swap them for, or any food items you think would be crucial for this kind of decorating. I obviously wanted a music player of some kind, so I went with the like musical box thing because I really like the way that makes the music sound, to be honest. And I wasn't sure which song to pick because obviously I wanted it to fit the vibe, but yeah, so it was a bit confusing. I did look at the lullaby one and I thought that maybe that was just a bit too weird for it, so I ended up going with KK Polka. I don't know, it kind of felt a bit fairy tale-esque. I don't really have any other explanation than that. Since I've paid to redecorate the house, I am going to quickly update the outside and, you know, sort of change the colour variation. So yep, for the exterior I found the perfect ornament wreath, and I think that looks lovely on the sort of gingerbread Hansel and Gretel themed house. I want to try and make the sort of log walling and roofing a bit darker to fit with the gingerbread pieces outside, though I can't exactly remember what they look like. And I know I could pull up a picture or something, but yeah, I just don't want to. So that is the decorating of the Hansel and Gretel gingerbread cottage complete. We've done the exterior and the interior of Bo's house. I think it looks great. I didn't film anything from when it had transitioned over, but I do have a couple of pictures to show you how the exterior of the house has updated. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely holiday season, and I will see you again soon. Bye!